let's welcome Scott Culberson. He is with CB&A Realtors. Scott, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's good to be here.
Here we are, Scott. Let's tell people, CB&A Realtors. Let's tell them about your company.
Okay, well, I'm a broker associate with CB&A Realtors. We are a everything you need full-service real estate company located primarily in the Houston area. We do have a location in Austin, but we have 5 branches here in Houston. I am an independent agent for CB&A Realtors, and what that means is I can independently help you with your buying, selling, or all of your real estate needs. But also, in addition to that, I help the real estate agents be as good as they can be because I'm a real estate instructor. So I have authored 8 real estate classes and have also teach other real estate classes for real estate agents to help them get their licensing whenever they relicense, because every 2 years they've got to license up, and it's a state mandate. So any agent that you may have gone out with before may have been taught in one of my classes. In addition to that, and I see you got it right next to you, I wrote a book a couple of years back called Jack and Jill Go Up the Home Ownership Hill, and it is a buyer's checklist. Now, let's be clear. This is not a Bible. This is not a catch-all or an encyclopedia. This is a checklist for a buyer to get from, I want to buy a home, to thank you for my keys. And so it's a little something that I have always wanted to write a book. It was on my bucket list, so I guess I'm done now, but hopefully not.
No, you could write another book.
I'm working on the sequel. But in doing that,
Jack and Jill have children, and they go up the hill.
And they have to have a bigger place, and they have to sell. So there's always something going on in real estate, and there's always a need or a reason to move to a new area, a new place. So that was part of my ultimate thought process in helping people to live life to the fullest, which has been my real estate slogan for the 16 years that I've been in business, because I wanted to help people with real estate, whether I'm helping individuals or real estate agents. It's all about helping as many people as I can.
No, you're reading my mind. I was going to ask how many years, and in the 16 years you're in real estate, certainly so many changes have emerged and evolved. Give people an idea. As you're sitting right here, you probably have a little bit of a visionary aspect to your personality and to your insight and knowledge. But as we sit here, and we all wonder what's going to happen, I know realtors wonder, people in the mortgage, but just out of curiosity, what do you see going forth, not necessarily in business, but the real estate professional? How do you see the role of the realtor evolve, say, in 24 and even beyond? Because there's so much talk now about all these different things.
I think ultimately you need and want to have somebody with you on your side, in your corner. You want to have your Rocky Balboa moment where you've got him in the corner, and you know that Paulie's going to be there to scrub you down, and you've got who was the other character? What was his name? I can't remember his name.
I remember Talia Shire, who played Rocky's girlfriend, and I forget her name, by the way.
Yo, Adrian.
Adrian, that's it.
Come on now.
There you go.
So you're going to have somebody in your corner all the way through the process.
That's right.
Now, other states are different than Texas, and I truly believe that we've done a better job as a whole in helping the public, because at the end of the day, the real estate agent's job, whether you're a real estate agent or a broker, and in Texas there are 2 types of people that can help you in real estate, and it's a real estate agent and a broker, and their job, number 1, is to protect the public. And in protecting them, we're helping them to understand the pitfall they're fixing to step into. We're helping them to understand what they're fixing to buy, how they're fixing to sell, and things like that. So that's a key component to being a real estate agent in Texas, and always will be, and the public needs that. They need us to be there for them.
I think you're right. And as far as we think about, again, looking in the future from a business standpoint now and a market condition standpoint, what are you seeing going to unfold that you think might unfold in 2024?
I think 2024 will continue to be a good year. I think every year is better than last year, and I think that should be the mindset of anybody that's buying or selling, that this is, see what you want, understand what you want, go get what you want, that whole mentality. And the same is true with real estate. I think we're going to have a good year next year. It's all going to be good going forward, but it's all about helping your client get what they want. And sometimes they don't know right off the bat. Sometimes they're not quite there yet. And and that's okay. It may not be your time. I've worked with a client. We worked for over 12 months because they knew they wanted, but they weren't there yet. They didn't specifically know what they want, and what they needed was time to understand the market, to read my book. Even though it's only 45 pages, they needed to understand the bits and pieces that are in there that take you to being a homeowner. I mean, you do have to have in order to get. And so you have to have a job, some type of income. I mean, there's things you have to do. You can't just wake up one morning and say, well, I'm going to buy a house today. Well, the process is a little longer than today.
Exactly. So as far when you began, what was the inspiration to even start in real estate? Of all the many things you could do.
How much time do we have? I mean, seriously.
In 1 minute. No,
okay.
2 minutes. You got 2 minutes.
Break it down for me, Scott. Okay, so here's what happened. I was in a situation where we had closed a business, and it was time to look for the next career. I had been in retail for 20 some odd years. I had helped build some companies up. I had helped close some companies because they were bought out, and it was time to look for another. And I sat down with a friend of mine, and we were talking about opportunities, and she said, you know what? You work well with people. I think you might want to look at real estate, because at the end of the day, it is a people business, and working with people, understanding people, engaging with people. I mean, of the 300 some odd clients that I've helped over the years, not including the ones that didn't buy stuff, that didn't finish the circle, there are people that you help along the way. I keep in touch. It's all about communication, engagement, and it ends up being wow, your children are grown, and now I'm helping them buy houses because mom and dad says, well, you don't need to go look for a real estate agent. You already know one. It's your good buddy Scott, your Uncle Scott, and I've actually been called that, and it's cute and endearing, and I take that as a badge of honor that they think of highly of me enough to include me in their extended family, if you will.
Yeah, it's always awesome when you're getting referrals and your business is moving along on referrals, but you're also want to find new people all the way along as well, right?
Exactly. I'm open for new customers, and I'm open for new opportunities, and working with people is what I do, and being able to do that in a way that is all about them.
Well, also, you're a very creative person. One of the things, you have a third business. So we say Scott has 3 businesses, a realtor. You're also teaching CE classes, but yet there's a third, Scott.
There is a third.
Should we tell people?
This is my trifecta here. This is probably the, hold on to your hats. So I've created a company for real estate agents. It's a service for real estate agents. Again, remember at the very beginning, I want to help as many people as I can. And sometimes, like our friends in Fort Bend County, that's not really an area I service, but there's other ways I can help service that area. And it's through a little device I like to call Voice Guided Home. Now, what this is, it is a service to help listing agents help the buyers to engage with the home and find that it is the home for them. So this is internal marketing within the home. We provide everything needed in order to do this. You would contact your listing agent, said, I heard about Voice Guided Home, and then you would they would contact us, and we would explain what we do. You could also check it out on our YouTube channel at Voice Guided Home, and we've got a commercial there. And what we do is we script it for the home, so each script is individual. We're not taking what you see on the multiple listing service and just regurgitating it. We're engaging you in the home by having the home basically talk to you. And we provide all the speakers and motion detectors, microphones, everything needed for that, as well as a script that you would be really amazed at. Would you like to hear a sample?
We're going to hear a sample. And I think the key word there that you said is it's an engagement tool, because this information is available, and or someone's imagination can take hold and figure it out. But yet the key is, in this day and time, 2023, it is an engagement tool. Yes, we'd love to hear a sample.
Okay, so.
Welcome to the pool zone. Imagine, if you will, you have just been handed a cold beverage through the sliding window. Now you walk along the cool decking. which is a treat for your feet around the 30,000-gallon 42 by 20 pool.
Now, that's just a small sample, really small as a matter of fact, but we don't, in this instance, we do point out the obvious, but we give you a little more content. We give you the length of the pool, which is an oversized pool, if you know anything about pools, also the amount of gallons in the pool, but also we gave you the engagement of the sliding glass window that goes from the kitchen out onto the patio, and we're talking about the cool decking of the floor, which you can see the floor, but you don't know it's cool decking unless you rifled through the multiple listing service and read all those thousands of words that are there. So while you're at the home, you're engaged with it, and also you can see, obviously, you can see the stainless steel stove in the kitchen. You don't need to be told about that.
Very nice. So a lot more to talk about there. However, we will guide people to go to
Voice Guided Home on YouTube, Voice Guided Home. You can also go to our website, www.voiceguidedhome.com. You can also give us a call for any of these three services. Scott Culberson at CB&A Realtors, still an active real estate agent here in the Houston area. If you're looking for a class, Living the Real Estate Life, you can also reach us there at livingtherealestatelife.com. And you can call me, 281-467-4691. 281-467-4691.
Thanks for being with us, Scott.
It's been fun, and we look forward to helping you two live life to the fullest.